many times do we decide what's right for our donors or make decisions on our donors' behalf without ever involving them? It probably happens more often than you think, and sometimes it's pretty subtle. I'll give you a couple examples that I've experienced either in my work or working with clients. Let's say a donor has made a large outright gift recently. Someone might say, well, we can't approach that donor to talk about a planned gift right now. They just made a large cash gift. Maybe a donor is upset by the way we acknowledged or didn't acknowledge their recent annual fund gift. It would be easy to say, well, I'm not going to go talk to that donor about the next project. Clearly, they're upset. Let's say a donor says, you know what, it's just not the right time for us to be talking about a gift. How many times do we say, okay, I'll call you back in 3 months, without ever asking the donor if they want to be called back? There's lots of examples, I'm sure you can think of some yourself, where we assume, we play all these mental head games with ourselves, thinking we know what's going on with the donor when we've never really asked them where they're at, what's going on, what they're thinking, what they want out of our relationship. And so the result is, for some donors, we never truly maximize or strengthen that relationship because there's all this, what I call mutual mystification. They're thinking one thing, we're thinking something else, and it's probably not in alignment. And of course, we never truly maximize our fundraising potential because we're just so busy and we're making assumptions all the time. So how do we fix it? The first simplest way is to ask a donor how they're feeling, how we doing, how's their donor experience. So let's take that example of a donor that just made a large cash gift, and we have decided to start a legacy challenge to build our endowment, to build our planned giving program. Well, we can simply acknowledge to the donor, I know you've just made this large gift. I think you might find it helpful if I make you aware of this legacy challenge. Not dismissing the importance, the value, the impact of the gift you just made, but making you aware of it. Should we be having a conversation about your involvement in the legacy challenge? I did a video recently about that concept of should we, asking the donor, should we? You're in control. Donors want to be in control. So let's make sure we're not letting them be in control. Let's take the donor who was upset about the last annual fund gift they made. We can call them, acknowledge that there was a concern, that they were upset, and ask them, did we resolve that situation for you favorably? Are you happy with the outcome? Of course, if they're not, we can reply by saying, if there's a way for me to fix it, would you want me to fix it? Or if they are pleased, we can say, we have a new project coming up. And again, should we be having a conversation? I don't want to make the assumption that you're not interested in doing something at this time. Certainly let you stay in control of the process, right? Let's say that donor that said it's not the best time, instead of saying, well, I'll call you back in 3 months, we can ask the donor, would you want me to follow up? And if so, what time period is right for you? We're letting the donor stay in control. We're not making decisions or assumptions on behalf of the donor. So I encourage you, next time you or some of your colleagues are sitting around thinking about how are we going to approach this donor, how are we going to resolve this situation, and going on, maybe sometimes the best solution is to pick up the phone, go visit with the donor, and have the conversation. The result will be better communication, happier donors, more engaged donors, less stress for you, and ultimately more gifts in the door. I hope this was helpful. For lots of other ideas, stay tuned at giftplanningdevelopment.com. If you'd like a free assessment of your planned giving program, regardless of where your program is, to schedule a 15-minute consultation call with me, you can email me, joe@giftplanningdevelopment.com, or you can reach me direct at 610-653-7906. Until next time, all the best.